I have started a different series of lectures, and parenting was the parenting skills as a wholesome child is my first class, which is going to be online. And I'd like you to introduce this course to you. That is going to be in different sections. First, the introduction to know what parent means, what a child means, and what is the relationship means. Where does the faith play a role in this? Now, coming down to these definitions and the children and everything else, how do I approach this course, online course? I use the 5 principles. Like as Muslims, we all know that Islam has 5 pillars. And we take these pillars into really a stone value. We don't think of the depth of these 5 pillars. It's really is 5 different approach, 5 basic necessity and principles in every aspect of life, any kind of relationship. If you remember, the 5 pillars are Shahada, we have to believe in one God. Second is we have to connect. That the Salah is the prayer. And prayer does nothing, but you're connecting yourself to your dealings to the ultimate God, the one God. When you're connecting not for yourself and to Allah, but you're also connecting to the surrounding. How to speak. I look at Salah as a communication. So that communication is for everyone. The environment, to the people around us, to all the relationship, and to yourself, and to Allah. Third is the Som. Som is the moral values for me. In a psychology, in therapy language, we call it building up your moral values. So Som really helps us build up mind over body. Fourth is the Zakah. Zakah is sharing. Not only your money, but your knowledge. So I'm making this zakah of sharing my knowledge to all my mothers, all the women, all the dads, and those who are single mothers, to would-be mothers and would-be parents, to foster parents, to guardian parents, adoptive parents. And this is very important. And the fifth component of the principle of Islam is Hajj. For me, Hajj means awareness of the present situation. And you can see that most of the parents are not aware of what's going on in the society. Either parents are involved in the society and they're so lost in it and they forget their children, or they're so much involved with their children they don't know what is going on in the society and how to maintain this balance. So with this information, I want this parenting seminar or the class online will focus on the Islamic values. How do we raise children to make them understand that we are creation of one creator, to believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second, I want them to understand how to communicate with the parents, communicate with the environment, communicate with the peers, communicate with the non-Muslim, communicate with human being as a whole. We don't have to worry about what my kid goes to a non-Muslim school and somebody else, and that fear is so lame. I think if you deep inside teach your children, understand to communicate and understand the oneness of Allah, and to be a normal human being, build up the human character, they will know the right and wrong within themselves. And the third principle of Islam is about the Som, the mind over body. How do we train our children to value what morals they can learn? How can they be confirmed? They feel confident holding those values? What are the morals we are teaching them? How it's not just teaching them, experience them. They have to learn it through. They have to learn with their mistakes, but we have to be there to let them understand the values and the real core values of human values, not just spiritual values. I think when we take the faith out of the picture, let our children learn the normal humanity, what every human soul is made from Allah. Once you know that, they can gradually grow into the level of understanding their faith. Sometimes we force faith too early in life and the kids are bubbled. So all these fractions, what I see, and it's my opinion, very strong. And if you look into my online courses, you will see how gradually I'm building up. Where to put the reference of faith? I think let the children grow like children. But it's very important the parents has to learn what is a technique, where do I approach, what stage of the children I can teach them, how to make them feel they're growing up gradually, how do I handle their emotions, how am I going to deal with what stage do they learn how to make decisions. You'll be surprised that the children have to make decisions by age 13. But if you think you're a Muslim and you want Muslim parenting, let me tell you, the children should be adult by the age of 13. But if you're looking for something what the outside world is teaching and you want your child to be by 18, just teach them salah and be nice, that is my approach too. But my approach is different in the sense I want to basically start teaching them their emotions, their thinking, their differentiating, making decisions, how to think, what is the right way of thinking, how to communicate with people, and where do you add up your rituals or Islamic principle. This is the most important value in raising a wholesome child. So, knowing yourself, first of all, parents have to learn. What do you mean by you're a parent? What are your responsibilities? And you don't own your children. It's just a mere responsibility. You just play different roles in parenting. And your responsibilities are different. You don't just, expectation from your children is going to burn you, lead you to frustration. But accepting a child with his own personality, what Allah has given to him, and dealing with that is the secret and skills of parenting. I hope you will enjoy this course online, and you're always welcome to give your suggestions and comments. I'm Dr. Sharieff. Keep me in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.